Prior to 1978, low-income housing was, to say the least, not working. These subsidized housing projects were in a perpetual downward cycle. The condition of newly constructed properties would decline rapidly due to a lack of funds and poor management. Government agencies, from federal to local, realized the need for change. Hearings were held, and a few stepped up to take on the challenge. A challenge that seemed harebrained to the rest of the lending industry. In 1979, First Housing opened for business with an initial cash infusion of $100,000 and a mission of mobilizing capital to properly fund affordable housing. In a very short period of time, First Housing was making a difference and accomplishing many firsts. First to originate a state housing bond issue. First in the nation to close a rural housing services loan. And soon was ranked first in the United States in bond issuances for multifamily housing. The next decade brought a close working relationship with federal, state, and local governments. First Housing was again first to develop a comprehensive loan program that utilized the provisions included in a newly created federal housing tax credit. First Housing also undertook the task of ensuring the ongoing quality and compliance of affordable housing, with frequent property inspections and training of owners and managers. The new millennium brought more opportunities to increase the availability and quality of affordable housing. First Housing was the only lender in a select group from across the nation chosen to participate in a new program to improve federally subsidized housing. This program saved the government money while improving the condition of existing low to moderate income housing. Our company continued its tradition of firsts by being the first in the United States to close a loan under this program. Even with all of these accomplishments, we still weren't satisfied. Recognizing the need to better the lives of those in our community, the First Housing Foundation was created, a charitable foundation designed to give local relief through a grant program. The First Housing Foundation has granted over $600,000 since its inception. Well, now it's almost 30 years later, and First Housing has accomplished a lot. Our equity position is now in excess of $5.3 million, with $4 million in cash, and we manage over $25 million in escrow accounts. But First Housing's greatest accomplishment has been its involvement in creating and preserving over 120,000 apartment homes for people earning low to moderate income. This proves First Housing's philosophy: you can do well by doing good. So, how does First Housing remain profitable year after year? We make a plan and stick to it. Throughout the years, we have focused on our mission and held ourselves to the highest standards. Every 2 years, senior team members meet to decide the direction of the company, and each quarter that plan is discussed with our board of directors. Due to significant industry changes, relevance of products and services must continually be reviewed and adjusted. When the opportunity arose to be part of the popular condo conversions and single-family lending trend, First Housing passed. These types of products were not in keeping with our company's mission and strategic plan. While people questioned foregoing this seemingly profitable business, in hindsight it was absolutely the correct decision. Complementing the strategic plan is an annual budgeting process consisting of monthly financial reviews, tracking receivables, and constantly monitoring expenditures. Each team member has an incentive to focus on the bottom line because they each benefit from the company's profit-sharing plan. First Housing's internal structure is made up of 7 departments. The individuals within these departments represent the company's most valuable asset by far. Our products, services, and reputation are regarded among the highest in the industry because of these 50 people. Each senior staff member is thought of as a team captain, a real person with real people on their team. These teams work together and once a month play together. In 2000, First Housing's leadership thought they could do more to foster a better working environment. So they created the Fun Committee. The Fun Committee plans monthly events to build camaraderie, teamwork, and provide just some plain old workplace fun. Recognizing that the philosophy of doing well by doing good also applies to their own team members, brought about an extremely competitive employee benefits package. Innovative management tools are also utilized, such as flex time instead of sick days. This benefit gives team members off time to use as needed. Recognizing the hardship that higher gasoline prices were having on team members, First Housing turned to telecommuting and flexible work schedules. However, many positions could not benefit from these options, so we started paying out gasoline incentives. Each commuting team member receives a partial reimbursement on their monthly fuel expenses. If the team member drives a fuel-efficient vehicle, the reimbursement rate is higher. But the most forward-thinking benefit of all is being part of a pilot program called the Prevention Plan, a comprehensive wellness program.
I think the prevention plan was very beneficial to us as a company.
I already have this information in my hands, so I am prepared when I come to the doctor's office and ask the specific questions, and knowing that he will tell me what to do next and he will guide me towards my better self and healthier self.
Stand up and fight, prevention is the way. More good.
So, bottom line, what does all this mean to a typical First Housing team member? Here's what a typical team member's compensation consists of. First Housing pays 100% of their health care plan, contributions to HSA accounts to cover plan deductible, 100% of their dental care plan, profit sharing, 401k with 50% match, bonus, gasoline allowance, plus the prevention plan. Oh, and we can't forget First Housing's Fun Committee events. While we've had some fun along the way, First Housing's accomplishments have not come easy. Being a part of the mortgage banking industry means we are being affected by the current market meltdown. Our competitors are facing write-downs, massive losses, and some are even going out of business. But our singular focus and commitment to our mission is resulting in our 29th straight year of profitability. Over the past 18 months, we've seen real estate markets collapse, credit markets freeze, and lenders exiting the real estate finance business. First Housing, however, remains active. Given our strong financial position, we're seeking to increase our market shares while maintaining our high credit standards. In addition to market conditions, legislative reaction to the single-family mortgage crisis could potentially have a negative effect on multifamily lending. To counter this threat, Doug McCree, First Housing's president and CEO, plays an active role on the legislative committees of the MBA and MAA. This involvement, together with efforts of fellow team members in contacting their congressmen and senators, has resulted in many positive provisions being included in the recently passed housing bill. To further weather the fallout from current economic conditions, First Housing also took internal steps to remain strong. Procedures of departments that represent a constant source of income were reviewed, updated, and streamlined. First Housing maximized profits by consolidating offices. This cut overhead and also allowed for more of our team members to telecommute. The company's leaders also had the foresight to move all of our computer servers to a disaster-proof location and then created a detailed business continuity plan. In the event of a catastrophe, First Housing's team members can safely resume business practices from anywhere in the United States. When First Housing started, few lenders wanted to take the risk associated with financing affordable housing. Over time, seeing the profitability, even our own shareholders became our competition. To overcome this obstacle, we continually search for the next market need, reinventing ourselves and seamlessly delivering for our clients year after year. For 30 years, First Housing has remained competitive, current, focused, and profitable, all while helping to improve the lives of families across the United States, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. First Housing was founded for the purpose of making the lives of others better. Soon after the company's creation, this purpose was applied within our own community. Doing well by doing good. Funding for affordable housing. Valuing and appreciating team members. Giving back to the community.